Hey, we're back with Humankind, and we're just about ready to enter the medieval era. Last time we did a little bit of war. It was pretty easy, though. But we've taken over a large chunk of this continent. We're sharing it here with Orange, who is our best buddy. They like us a lot, so that's good. We've gotten our 7 stars we need to go to the next era, plus some extras. Here's kind of where we ended up. And I don't really want to stick around to get all of these 3rd stars. Like, the fame gains would be good, but I think it'll take too long, and we have a big lead on fame anyway, so I don't really need to do it. So we're just going to move on. I was thinking about what kind of culture I wanted to pick for the medieval era, because what I would like to do, I'd like to explore the ocean, find the other players out there, but our current ships can't make it very far in the ocean before they sink. I might send a couple out just to see what's out there, but they might just sink before they find anything. I was just looking this up to confirm. To really get into the ocean, we need to go through the medieval era to early modern here, era 4, where you can get a 3-masted ship. And that's what really lets you go out into the ocean as long as you want without them getting lost. But we're still quite a ways out from that. So, while we can venture out a little bit, I think our ships will sink if they are out in the ocean too long. So, looking at our options, of course we can do Transcendence and stay as the Celts. But we have these other options. I don't have anyone to fight with at the moment. Nor do I really have any land to expand to. So I was thinking either to do like a money or a science culture. The Ghanaians here get money for every luxury resource they have access to, and strategic resources they get money per, or their luxuries market gives you money per trade routes and stuff like that. So trade and money, lots of trade and money. That might be good. That might be better when we have more people to trade with, right? So I was kind of thinking maybe going for science. We have the Umayyads here. They get extra science per alliance. So we already have 1 alliance, and hopefully we'll make some more. Their Grand Mosque gives us faith and science for each attached territory on the city. So I was thinking maybe we go for science, try and catch up on the tech tree while we build up locally. Maybe send some boats out, see if we can find some land nearby. It seems that Orange is looking down here, so there might be some land down there. And then maybe in the next era, early modern, when we get there, maybe I'll want to go for like a merchant culture, try and get in good with the other players, set up a bunch of trade and make lots of money, right? That's kind of what I am planning on. Of course, plans can change. Well, let's do the Umayyads for this next one.
Wisdom, familiar eras bring humankind new knowledge, and we immediately use it to find new ways to kill each other off. Greater empires build more powerful armies, but brute strength may be defeated by superior innovations. It is brains versus brawn, with ever richer cities as tempting spoils for the victor. As far as innovation goes, the Umayyads were famed for mathematics and medicine. But I have to say that their cities as well were true jewels of civilization.
Researching new technologies, such as shooting a guy in the face with an arrow. I love that part of the cutscene. All right, new era means new wonders. Our main stars for this era will, of course, be scientist stars. We'll just research lots and lots of stuff. We got foreign outposts. So we got some new boats. All right. Let's see. So it looks like there were 3 available in this era, and one's already been claimed, Forbidden City, which is... I'm not happy to see that, because green is our closest competitor, and the Forbidden City is like a war wonder, which makes me think that they might be kind of aggressive. So that's not great. But What do we have available? Angkor Wat. Let's see. It's like a religious site wonder in Todai-ji or something like that. +1 industry per state religion follower, a bunch of faith. This one doesn't seem to do a lot, just kind of the normal bonuses and fame. This one has +20% turns before being converted by others' religion. Oh, okay. So this is kind of a religious defensive wonder. It takes longer for other religions to spread to ours, I guess. I don't know if that really plays into my strategy, but we'll just take it and build it because it'll get us fame and then somebody else can't make it, right? Okay. What is the plan then? Civic. Land rights. Does the land belong to the Empire or the people? We can get food per number of attached territories in all cities. Or money, instead of influence, has to be used to claim, attach, and merge territories. Interesting. I'll just go for the extra food. That's
Why should individual wealth and
always
political
helps.
connections determine the status of something as timeless as the land?
Okay. Grand Mosque gives us science. We're going to get those rolling all over the country. Their stability is going up, but their food is going down. We'll do a mosque and then some farming. Okay, what can we get here? +1 city cap. That'll alleviate our very minor penalty. Up there. Feudalism. Extra food on all tiles that produce food. Colony model means when we start like a new outpost city thing, they'll start out more advanced. They won't have to catch up as much. We got some more units. We got Seafaring Mastery, gets us cogs, which still, I think, aren't great in the deep ocean, but they might get a little bit farther. And if we get military architecture, we'll be able to merge cities. So that is something... Let's see. I don't know if I will end up doing that with any of these, but once we get that technology, we could, for instance, merge Memphis and Thebes together, making them, you know, Memphis being the city, and then just turning all these territories into part of Memphis. If you wanted to do that, if you have too many cities, or you have like some small cities, and you're like, these should just be one big one, that gives you that option. I'm going to go for the boats, because I want to start looking around a little bit. All right, a new religious tenet. We've hit a new tier of shamanism here. Of course, green has taken the science one, the one that I could actually use right now. I'm going to take give alms now, and later, when we're playing as a merchant culture, this will come more into play. Hopefully, more money for us. All right, our scout that we discovered, he was just running around here for years and years. Gonna have him do a little island hopping over there. And let's see here. Get our mosques in every territory. And then we're gonna start making some boats, I think, is the plan. Yeah, our stability is going down in a lot of places. From all of our districts, probably. Get those public fountains going. Builder star for all the districts. We've already got 2 stars. All right. Let's see here. Another mosque up on our island territory. Oh, and now we can get this salt. Okay, stability is starting to dip too far where they're going to stop building districts for us. So let's switch over to infrastructure generally, but also we can make commons quarters now, and that gives us stability depending on what's next to it, right? So like I can get +10 stability building it there next to our mosque. A new civic, scientific facts. What is the response to empirical findings that contradict religious truths? Are they compatible? Extra science on holy sites. or literalism. +1 faith per religious tenet on our research quarters. More faith on our science centers, basically. We'll go with compatibilism.
Indeed, there is a difference between inspiration and investigation. You have unlocked seafaring. To safely travel the dangerous, hungry oceans. You can cause trouble anywhere you want now, and have a better chance of getting away with it.
That's what we're going to try. Okay, over on Memphis, let's make some boats. One thing I wanted to show you. Oh, yeah. So when you make a unit in a city, like say we make a unit in Memphis, you can also choose where they spawn. If we make a land unit, like let's say we made a horseman, it would show up in our main city center, right? But if we had built a garrison, like this district here, if we're over in Nemosos, you can see how this one's a little yellow. Land units will spawn here, but we can say, hey, instead of building them here, build them on the garrison. They'll start showing up here instead. And the same for sea units. These have to be built on harbors, so our boats will be built here. But if you have another harbor in the city, you can switch it to build over there instead. So just keep that in mind. There's a couple times where I've built land units and I had the wrong thing selected, and I was like, great, they'll show up here. But then they actually showed up in my garrison somewhere else, and then I had to walk them over, and it was really embarrassing for everybody. Okay, let's make some cogs. Now, just because I picked this culture, we're not instantly making a lot more science. I should be building more research districts. That'll really pump it up. But for every technology we finish, we'll get those scientist stars building up as well. Our scientist special power is to set one city where all of their production and money is converted into science. So they're just churning out science for a little bit, for a few turns, if you really want to rush that. In other news, look at how cool these cities look. Right, if we built the walls, they go around all of our districts. There's little like horses drawing carts. There's guys running around down there. It looks awesome. Let's start exploring. There's curiosities out here. We'll see how far they can get. Oh yeah, so Orange has an outpost here. I was like, look at all these resources, but Orange already has it. Maybe later that'll become ours, but not yet. All right. Oh, here we go. Here's a hot topic. Slaves. How do we procure slaves? You don't have to pick either of these. We can just let the civic sit there. But, I mean, I guess we will get something out of it either way. So, if you say criminals become slaves, we get extra food on farmers' quarters if they're adjacent to the commons. Like, assume that commons' quarters also have, like, a jail in them or something, right? Extra food on the farmers, extra industry on the makers. Our prisoners go work for us. Or war slaves on victorious cities, which I don't know exactly what defines that, but I assume... Well, actually, I don't know. Is it our city where we've won a battle, or is it if we take over an enemy city? I don't know. Is it if we win a war? All of our cities get this? I don't know. I don't know what victorious city means, but I assume that it has something to do with fighting, and you win battles or you win a war, and you get extra food and industry. I don't know. We're not going to be warring with anyone for the time being.
I hope you don't start altering law enforcement practices just to get your production quotas filled.
Yeah, that'd be terrible, wouldn't it? All right. Our stability here is still pretty low, so I'm going to, instead of doing districts, we're going to start doing some infrastructure. And maybe we should start with the science one, since we're going for science, like a school and a library. I do like how they sort these buildings out by type. It's like all the food buildings, then all the production buildings, then, you know, the money buildings, influence buildings, and the science buildings. So if you don't know what each one does individually, I don't worry about it that much. I'm just like, oh, look, the food buildings are at the top. I need more food. I'll build some food buildings. And you can see what they do exactly if you want to get that deep into it. But I don't think you have to. Kind of the cool thing about this game is it gives you all the information you could ever want. But if you just kind of have the high level idea, you can get through it. You don't have to know all the specific details. Oh yeah, stability is low. More commons quarters. Like, I generally know what all these buildings do, but if you ask me, what do you get from an artisan workshop? I could not tell you. Feudalism. Okay, yeah, you can see our cog is lost at sea. They're losing health more slowly, though, so, like, they can be lost at sea for several turns before they, sink. So we can find some stuff. Maybe we can find some land or get them to a coast before they capsize. We'll see. Let's put a harbor down here on the south side. Then I can make some boats and go look down here. A merchant from afar. What do we want to do? We can dismiss them, which does nothing. Or we can consent to having them in, which something could happen, good or bad. We don't know. I guess let's find out. It might be bad, but we'll be okay. Chivalry is our emblematic unit, the Haras. Or however you might say that. Let's see, we're unlocking more stuff. Oh, 3-masted ship. We can already get it? Really? Really? But it's an early modern. Look at that. I didn't think about that. We're a scientist culture. Look at our affinity bonus. Now, affinity bonuses, I kind of forgot about. I don't remember what they are for the other cultures. We'll have to look. But +1 era available to research, meaning even though we're in the medieval era, we can research early modern stuff. That's great, because that means we can get 3-masted ship now before, whoop, like nobody else is in early modern, so we could maybe be the first person to get it. That's amazing. I did not think about that. I'm still learning stuff too, all right? But that is exciting. Because I was like, oh, we're going to have to wait till the next era to get out in the ocean. But no, we can do it. And here we go. Here's
There's
green.
no mistaking the dreaded Caribbean pirates. Experts in sailing the high seas and relieving others of their valuables.
It'll take 4 turns, or I could switch to buyout and just buy it with gold. If you have lots of gold, you can just buy stuff. Make a cog immediately.
At last, a new continent has been discovered. And that's good news. Things were getting a bit cramped back at home.
We've met green. What's going on with you guys? Oh, they're the Caribbean pirates, so that makes sense. I was like, why are you talking about pirates? Look at this guy. Look how many pistols he has on him. He looks awesome.
Greetings. I'm called hot-blooded, short-tempered, passionate. All the highest compliments. As long as we are honest and fair, we can do mighty things.
So nice to hear from you.
Oh, yeah, I can really believe it in your voice. All right, Agamemnon over here. He's cruel and militarist. That's just what I thought. Okay, yeah, he's going to be an aggressive boy, I think. You want to share maps, though?
Let us
Oh, you
formalize
jerk.
our mutual
We're going to fight later for sure. That gave me a grievance. So I could demand and be like, you better sign this treaty with me or I'm going to be upset.
See where this decision leads us.
He's aggressive. Jealous of our resources, different religions, jealous of our success, that's right. Their archetype is cruel, so they just don't like us. Generally, they're in a bad mood. We proposed a treaty to them, which they liked, but they did deny it. All right, yeah, I mean, they're our biggest competitor. They just entered early modern. And they have a vassal, one of the other players. Interesting. Luckily, they're not right next to us, trying to kill us. That's something. How about some research quarters? Get that science pumping, especially if we can go an extra era out, right? That's awesome. I did not remember that was a thing. Aqueduct.
Keep a wary eye on the Carthaginians. With strong ships on the waters and elephants on land, one hopes they will stay friendly.
Well, their elephants aren't very close to me, so that's what matters. Just sailing around, seeing what we can find. Now we can take these boats out, and with 3-masted ship, well... So here's the thing. Moving land units across the water is a little harder. Because they don't ride on like my cogs, right? They ride in their own transport ships, and if the transport ships aren't good enough, those will sink. So I can't really like do a land invasion from the ocean until we have some better boats.